Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. And next, double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of what we will hear or forbear. And I'm back for another Words of Wisdom, episode of Words of Wisdom. And I'm going to be reading out of the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, in the KJV, and in the Good News Translation. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. Go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend." All right, we're going to get that in the Good News Translation. All right, it says, "My child, have you promised to be responsible for someone else's debts? Have you been caught by your own words, trapped by your own promises? Well then, my child, you are in that person's power. But this is how to get out of it. Hurry to him and beg him to release you. Don't let yourself go to sleep or even stop to rest. Get out of the trap like a bird or a deer escaping from a hunter." All right. Verse 5 says, "Deliver thyself," in the KJV, Salakia, "deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter and as a bird from the hand of the fowler." It says, verse 6, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep?" All right, so this is calling out people for being lazy. All right, we're going to get that in the Good News. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, "Lazy people should learn a lesson from the way ants live. They have no leader, chief, or ruler, but they store up their food during the summer, getting ready for winter. How long is the lazy man going to lie around? When is he ever going to get up? I'll just take a short nap," he says. "I'll fold my hands and rest a while, but while he sleeps, poverty will attack him like an armed robber." All right, so you can't be lazy. That's pretty much what it's saying. In the KJV, Proverbs chapter 6, verses 9, it says, "How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands, so shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man." All right, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 12, "A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart, he deviseth mischief continually, he soweth discord." I'm going to read that in the GNT now. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 12 through 14 in the Good News. It says, "Worthless wicked people go around telling lies. They wink and make gestures to deceive you, all the while planning evil in their perverted minds, stirring up trouble everywhere. Because of this, disaster will strike them without warning, and they will be fatally wounded." All right, it's a little different from the KJV, but watch out for the deceitful one. Okay, which the main deceiver is Esau, Edom. Okay, has deceived the whole world, pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12, I believe. But here we are, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 15. "Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, and he shall be broken without remedy." Verse 16, "These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth the wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and him that soweth discord among brethren." It's lucky. I'm just going to finish out in the KJV. My son, keep thy father's commandment and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. When thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. I'm actually going to read that in the Good News, just for comparison. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse, verse 20. It says, son, do what your father does. So like a son, do what your father tells you, and never forget what your mother taught you. Keep their words with you always, locked in your heart. Their teaching will lead you when you travel, protect you at night, and advise you during the day. Their instructions are a shining light, and their correction can teach you how to live. That's good. Back to the KJV, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 24. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. All right, that's a very, a lot of men need to read that and learn from that over and over. Just speaking on that one personally, I think every man has a weakness for good-looking women, but it can get you into a lot of trouble. So, you need to. It says, "Do not be taken." I'm gonna read that again. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 25. It says, "Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids." All right, those women, they beautify their eyelids with the makeup and the false eyelashes and all that stuff like that. When you're dealing with a woman, remember that she don't really look like that. That's it's all add-ons, and and don't get caught up in the beauty of a woman. It's nothing wrong in particular with acknowledging that a woman is nice looking, but don't fall into infatuation. Okay. The only thing that really, I always say this, on your priority list, number 1, 2, and 3 should be this right here. Number 1, 2, and 3. All right. You cannot get infatuated. And a lot of men in today's society, they have fallen into idolatry because they have a beautiful woman, and they're in a relationship, and the first thing they think of is what they can do to wake up and make her happy. And that's not your purpose. Okay, your purpose is to serve your head, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, and through serving him, you serve the Heavenly Father. All right, and then the woman's purpose is to serve her man, which is a man of the Lord that's following Yahushua HaMashiach, because she was created to be your helpmate. All right, not your object of worship. All right, you're only supposed to worship the Heavenly Father through his only begotten Son. All right. A lot of women today want you to worship them, and that's just, once again, it's completely against the Bible. A man of the Lord is going to put the scriptures first, the Heavenly Father, his only begotten Son first. All right. And that's pretty much all I got to say on that. Continuing on, though, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse, in the KJV, and verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burnt? So the adulterous woman is speaking of adultery is when a woman that is with a man sleeps with another man, or that's her committing adultery. And then as a man, you commit adultery if you sleep with another man's woman. All right. So it's saying if you do this, it's saying it's like taking fire into your bosom and expecting not to be burnt. You know, if you mess around with another man's woman, there's going to be negative consequences to that. All right, that's what it's saying. Let's see, it says, verse 27, can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burnt? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burnt? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. Yep. I mean, that's plain and simple. It says, men, do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. All right. So, once again, you gotta be careful because adultery is punishable by death. You know, and this all falls after. Lust. You know. Once again, there's nothing wrong with desiring a woman that you're attracted to, a beautiful woman. There's nothing wrong with desiring that, but you know, you shouldn't. Well, one, you shouldn't be looking at another man's woman. You know, because as Yahweh said, if you lust after a woman, you know, then you already have committed adultery in your heart. So that obviously implies if you're lusting after a woman that's with another man, all right. So you shouldn't be even looking at them, really. You know, but you know, really just keeping your eyes single. All right, keeping your eyes single and focused on the ministry. You know, that's why the Apostle Paul he said, if you do not have a wife, then and you're not married, then do not desire to have one, because it's only a distraction. It says that the man who remains unmarried is focused on pleasing the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. But when a man marries, then he is now focused on how to appease his wife. All right. And once again, there's nothing wrong with having a woman, but you know, Paul said it's better for man to remain unmarried if possible, meaning to not have touched a woman. And also, it says even men who are married, you have to move as if you have no wife. And that doesn't mean that doesn't mean to what's what I'm looking for. That doesn't mean to treat her badly or neglect her, you know. But it's pretty much just saying that if it comes down to the ministry versus your woman, then you gotta choose the ministry first. All right. And if it shouldn't be that hard, you know. I mean, the head apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, you know, pretty much just say that brothers should be putting up 3 videos a week, which is not hard to do. I mean, this is a quick, probably 15-minute video I'm gonna make, you know, but you know, you got, everybody has at least 30 minutes to an hour free time a day. Everybody does, you know. So you take that 30 minutes, even if it's on your lunch break, you take that 30 minutes, you split it, you know, and you take 10 of it and you make a quick lesson, bring out 4 or 5 scriptures. You know, you got to put this ministry first. All right. But anyways, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse, in the KJV, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 33. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. All right, so just warning against adultery, warning against dealing with another man's woman. But let's see. Let's see if I'm going to read that in the good news. Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll read in the good news. I'm going to finish out Proverbs chapter 6, verse 27, reading down to 35 in the Good News translation. Can you carry fire against your chest without burning your clothes? Can you walk on hot coals without burning your feet? It is just as dangerous to sleep with another man's wife. Whoever does it will suffer. People don't despise a thief if he steals food when he is hungry. Yet if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times more. He must give up everything he has. But a man who commits adultery doesn't have any sense. He is just destroying himself. He will be dishonored and beaten up. He will be permanently disgraced. A husband is never angrier than when he is jealous. His revenge knows no limits. He will not accept any payment. No amount of gifts will satisfy his anger. So, just a warning against adultery. Alright. Just a warning against adultery. But, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, whoever may be scattered across the four winds of heaven, the four corners of the earth. That being said, all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Until next time, Shalom.